This is Jay Bachani, your favorite Dubai real estate agent, and today we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to invest in one of the most prime locations, in the most prime projects, one of my top favorite communities that ever is in Dubai, by a top tier developer, semi-government developer, Meraas. This is the top developer in the market, launching one of the most incredible projects, Nad Al Sheba Phase 10. And we have an opportunity to invest over here. Now you have to understand, because of the limited supply of this community, you have to act very fast in order to secure a very good chance to getting a unit in here. So now let me just take you to the location of how the location is of this Nad Al Sheba Phase 10. Now, this is your entire Nad Al Sheba. Look at the proximity, and this is your downtown Dubai. It is just 12 minutes away from your Nad Al Sheba. Now this is your entire, from here to all the way to over here is your Nad Al Sheba. And over here is your Nad Al Sheba Gardens, right over here. And your launch is going to be right over here. This is going to be Nad Al Sheba 10, the Phase 10, which is going to be just 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes approximately from your Maidan Road. It takes you to the downtown Dubai in 12 minutes. This is such a prime location. You have royal. It's a location of royalty, because you have your royal palace right over here, and you have to understand the price. It's such a liquid location. I mean, anyone who is an investor or an end user over here, they can liquidate their property. They can offload their property within 1 week. It is that liquid. Why? Because everything is so nearby. And because of its such a close proximity, Nad Al Sheba first launched its Nad Al Sheba 2. Now Nad Al Sheba 1 was basically Meraas introduced plots to investors. They purchased plots and they started making their own villas. But Nad Al Sheba 2 was when Meraas took control of the villa community, and then they launched Nad Al Sheba 2, 3, 4, and then so on. Nad Al Sheba 2 is going to be handed over at the end of this year. And you have to understand, the moment we always see an appreciation in the community once the handover starts to begin. Once the people starts to coming in. We have seen this in Tel Al Gaf. We have seen this in Arabian Ranches. We have seen this in Valley. So there will always be a spike of appreciation the moment the phases starts being handed over. Phase 2 is about to be handed over at the end of this year, and I truly expect the prices will increase upon the handover of the Phase 2. Now if you can look at the Phase 2, this is the construction site of Phase 2, of how the construction site is looking like, and the quality of the villas and the townhouses. This is how we are seeing a modern villas coming in place. And of course the green, everything is going to be so modern. And look at this, is some of the snapshots of the existing community of the Phase 2 of Nad Al Sheba. Look at the quality, and of course once the plants and the greenery is going to come into place, everything is going to just become more and more adaptable to its investors and more adaptable to its end users for the appreciation to take. Nad Al Sheba Square has all the retails that it already has, and it's right below Nad Al Sheba 10. Is right, what is being launched right now has an advantage of its end users to have a very fast access to its existing retails in this Nad Al Sheba Square. And have a look, and it's very in close proximity to our existing Nad Al Sheba Park, on how incredible and beautiful. The comparing communities. Now the comparing communities I see from Nad Al Sheba Gardens is District 1, Shoba Heartland, Dubai Hills Estate, and Al Barari. This is our District 1 right across Nad Al Sheba, and this is your Shoba Heartland 1. We're going to compare Al Barari, which is right over here, this Al Barari, and we're going to compare the Dubai Hills right over here. Now we're going to categorize into the villas. Is it a villa community? Is it modern? Does it has a green community as Nad Al Sheba has? Is it a prime location? And of course, if it is a top tier developer, as it is how Meraas is a government developer. Now District 1, if we have a look at District 1, it is not a villa community. It is a residential and villa community. It is modern. It's not a green community. It's a lagoon based community. It is a prime location, very close to all its prime locations around it, and of course it's a government developer. Shoba Heartland, it is not a villa community, it's a residential community. It is modern, it is not a green community. It has a prime location, right? It's right across Nad Al Sheba, and it is a not a government developer. Dubai Hills Estate, it is a government developer. It is a prime location. It is a green community as it hosts golf course right in its center, and of course it is modern, but it is not a villa community. It's also having residential buildings. Al Barari, it is not a villa community. It has residentials. It is modern. It is green community, but I mentioned it's not prime location because this road that you'll see right over here. Now look, this road is being constructed. The moment this road starts being constructed, the accessibility to the downtown Dubai is going to be very, very, it's just going to take minutes. But right now, because this road is not constructed yet, this road that we see, the accessibility to the downtown Dubai is not there. So this is why I have mentioned that it is not a prime location. And of course, it's not a government developer. So on basis of it, we can look at the categorization. Nad Al Sheba Gardens is having a green take on all the main aspects when it comes to making an investment. It's a villa community, only villa community, meaning it is very exclusive, low density, less supply. Being said that, it's very, very modern. We have seen in phase 2 how incredible modern villas is. If you just compare to Mudon, the Villa Nova, it is not at all modern. If you can just compare to such communities, this is quite modern, and of course it's a full green community. In Dubai, when you're making an investment, green community and lagoon based community is what you should look for in making an investment. If it is not a green community, if it's just filled with villas, and the same goes with a lagoon or a beach facing community, don't even bother making an investment. Now, it is a government developer, meaning your investment is under such a big name that are, and especially when you're talking about Meraas is behind Blue Waters, Meraas is behind City Walk, Meraas is behind La Mer, Meraas is behind the Dubai Design District. So such incredible infrastructure that the Meraas is building, it is predominantly making a luxury establishment of its own. It's a luxury developer having such luxury communities that they have already built, which has made so much money for its investors. Now, the 4-bedroom is starting with 11.4. Now, its 3-bedroom is also starting with 5.1 million dirhams. I haven't added in this list, but 3-bedroom is starting with 5.1 million dirhams. 4-bedroom is starting with 11.4 million dirhams. 3-bedroom are townhouses, and after 3-bedroom, it's starting with villas only, standalone villas. 4-bedroom starting with 11.4 million. 5-bedroom is starting with 13.9 million. 6 million is starting with 6-bedroom is starting with 17.7 million, and 7-bedroom is starting with 24.8 million. And the payment plans is up till 5-bedroom options that we have: 3-bedroom townhouse, 4-bedroom standalone villa, 5-bedroom standalone villa. The payment plan is 80-20, and 6 and 7-bedroom villas are, the payment plan just shifts to 60-40 payment plan. Now, if you can compare the pricing that is offered by Meraas in Nad Al Sheba Gardens, if you compare to other existing villa communities that I see is worth comparing of, the average pricing of District 1 4-bedroom villas are for 15.5 million. 5-bedroom is 21.8 million. 6-bedroom is 38.5 million. That is a whopping 2x what is being offered by Nad Al Sheba Gardens. And of course, the 7-bedroom villas are averaging at 61.8 million. Shobha Heartland, 15.2 million. 19.6 million for 5-bedroom and 28 million for 6-bedroom. Way higher than what is offered. And of course, 48 million as compared to our 24.8 million by Nad Al Sheba Gardens. Shobha Heartland, Dubai Hills Estate, 20.3 million for 4-bedroom. 5-bedroom is 24 million. 6-bedroom is 37.5 million compared to 17.7 million, and 70 million compared to the 7-bedroom for 24.8 million. We can already imagine the price peak, the price hike that we can expect upon handover. Al Barari, 27.4 million, 4-bedroom, 35.2 million. Average pricing for 5-bedroom in Al Barari, and 6-bedroom average is going 42 million, and that is so away than the prime locations as compared to the other communities. 42 million 6-bedroom, and 7-bedroom is 55 million. The average pricing compared to all the existing communities pricing we have, 19.6 million is going for 4-bedroom, the average. What is being offered by Nad Al Sheba Gardens? 11.4 million. 5-bedroom average is going for 25.2 million. 5-bedroom Nad Al Sheba Gardens is 13.9 million. 6-bedroom 17.7 million. Average pricing is 36.5 million. Double. 7-bedroom 24.8 million. And average pricing is 58.7 million. If we can look at the 5-bedroom villas, which is having a payment plan of 80-20, the launch price is 13.9 million. If we can look at the average pricing that we have taken out in the table right now, right over here, 25.2. So I'm taking out the pricing, the average pricing of all this from the table that is I have showed you right now. Right before handover, the capital appreciation we're expecting is 81.3%. The profit 11.3 million. I'm taking out the calculations right before you make the handover, basically the 20% that you'll have to pay to the developer, which is gonna be, if you pay up till handover, which is 11.12 million, the profit you're looking at is again 11.3 million. ROE 102%. 6-bedroom villas, which is now going to start with 60-40 payment plan, and this is where I see an opportunity. For me, every villa, every townhouse that you make an investment is a serious gold mine. But if you go for the 6-bedroom, 7-bedroom, you're looking at an incredible return of investment, return of equity, and of course the profit that you can get. A handover price is going to be 36.5 million, and capital appreciation we are looking at is 106.3%. Profit 18.8 million. Paid up till handover is just going to be 10.62 million before the handover price, which is going to be 40% you'll have to pay. So the ROE we are looking at is a whopping 177%. 7-bedroom villas, the launch pricing is 24.8 million. Handover we are expecting is 58.7 million. Capital appreciation 136.8%. Profit 33.9 million. And if you just paid up till handover, which is 14.8 million, the ROE you're expecting is 228%. And now if you go to our rentals, how much rentals the existing communities are getting, and the average rentals that we can expect. District 1 for 4-bedroom standalone villas, 1 million is the rentals average going for. Shobha Heartland 0.8 million. Dubai Hills Estate 1.3 million for 4-bedroom. Al Barari 1.3 million. So the average price you're looking for rentals is 1.1 million. 5-bedroom 1.5 million. District 1. Shobha Heartland 1.2 million. Dubai Hills Estate 1.8 million. Al Barari 1.6 million, and the average you're looking at is 1.5 million. So for 6-bedroom, the average rentals you're looking at is 2.3 million, and 7 bedrooms, the average rental you're looking at is 3 million dirhams. Average rental is going for is again 4-bedroom, as I mentioned, 1.1 million. The Nad Al Sheba Gardens price that is being launched is 11.4 million. The average ROI you're looking at is 9.5%. For 5-bedroom, the average ROI you're looking at is 11%, more than 10% already. And 6-bedroom, you're looking at a 13% ROI. That is not common in villa communities. In villa communities, you're looking at 5-6% average rentals that is going on. Over here, it's very much achievable, these whopping ROIs, as compared to the existing communities, the rentals that we are achieving over here. Now the launch that is happening is phase 10. And over here, this is where Nad Al Sheba Square is going to be, where all your retails is going to be over here. And over here is going to be a school. This is where I see, this phase I see is the most demandable according to me. Because your community, your clubhouse is going to be right over here. So when your school and when your Nad Al Sheba Square, where all your retails is going to be, this is where it's going to be demandable, right over here, right below the phase 10 and right across your phase 10. If we can go through our renders, this, I mentioned this is your Nad Al Sheba Gardens. Phase 10 is going to be over here, just looking like this. And this is how your villas are going to be. Such a modern infrastructure right over here. Again, your retail, your pool, school, neighborhood park, mosque, community park, clubhouse, everything. Everything is going to be right across your community. This is how you render. Such beautiful, amazing architecture right over here. Very, very modern. Incredible. It's going to have running tracks. Just absolute. And look at the villas. It's just beautiful. Very minimalistic designing. All the corners are your single row 3-bedroom townhouses, and then comes your 4, 5, 6 and 7 bedroom villas. You have obviously the skyline of Dubai, the Burj Khalifa view, and the 3 bedroom townhouses. We are having G+2, G+1, of course, different types of layouts in your community. That's G+1. These are your G+2, 3 bedroom townhouses. Again, this is how your look at the minimalistic interiors, and this is how such soft touches of your inside of your townhouse is going to look like, and of course your villas too. And this is how it's going to look like, how incredibly minimalistic it looks like from the inside. Just incredible. It's going to have a huge foyer, double height ceiling, and of course just how it's just minimalistic. It's very, very modern touches. Your seven bedroom villas. Regarding the floor plan, we will get through a meeting and I'll break it down to you. I don't want to go through the floor plans, but if you can just look at it. Now, again, as I mentioned, 3 bedroom townhouse is starting with 5.1 million dirhams. 4 bedroom standalone villa is starting with 11.4. 5 bedroom standalone villa is starting with 13.9 million. Handover we're expecting is 2029 on February. 6 bedroom is starting with 17.7 million and 7 bedroom villa is starting with 24.8 million. And this is your payment plan, 60/40 payment plan. Now guys, EOI is open right now. Contact me as soon as possible. And this is again Jai Bachani, your favorite Dubai real estate agent. My contact details is right down below. Just contact me. Let's get into a Zoom meeting or just call me and let's get into a touch very, very soon. Very, very hyped up project. It is a guaranteed sellout project. And if you are interested, just call me, contact me, and let's get in touch.